With 2 weeks left to go in the NFL regular season, I'm sitting here looking at my overall standings and trying to make goals for the end of the season. Welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to another Pick'em edition of Believers Talk, where we pick every single NFL game coming up this week, Week 16, and we pick them both straight up and against the spread. Before we do that, guys, I want to remind everyone, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, guys, hit that subscribe button. I know the NFL season's coming to an end, but that does not mean we will not keep you updated on all Buffalo Bills breaking news, give you some fun videos during the off season as well, and keep you covered on all Buffalo sports, including the Sabres, the Bandits, the Bulls, everything. We got you covered right here. So hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment. Tell me what you think about my picks and who you have winning this weekend in Week 16 of the NFL. Guys, before we get into my picks, I want to remind everyone how I am doing so far this season. Last week, Week 15, a pretty good week. Straight up, we went 12-4 against the spread. We went 10-6. So not a bad week for us last week, bringing our overall record straight up this season to 135-89 against the spread. We're at 122-102. So guys, I'm looking at this saying we have 2 weeks left to go. I think that right now my straight up for the season record is about 60%. Let's try to get that up to like 62, 63 before the end of the season. Definitely want to make sure I don't have 100 L's. I don't think I'm going to get 11 losses in the next 2 weeks, but we're going to avoid that if at all possible. But let's look at Week 16. Let's look at every matchup. Remember, we have 3 Saturday games, guys. We don't have a Thursday game this week, which means tomorrow, when you're looking for my post game, guys, I'll do my post game at 9 p.m. So make sure you're watching tomorrow live as I do my pregame. My pregame for the Buffalo Bills versus the New England Patriots tomorrow here on YouTube at 9 p.m. live. So make sure you're watching that if you're a Bills fan. Hang out with Bills Mafia. Get involved. Get in the conversation. And let me know what you think some of the keys to victory are tomorrow. Again, starting at 9 Thursday. No Thursday Night Football to compete with, so I'll be giving you my pregame a little bit earlier. Means I can get to bed a little bit earlier. Us old men, we can't do what we used to do. So again, join me tomorrow, Thursday at 9 for the pregame between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. We're going to start with the first game on Saturday, the 12:30 game, I believe it is. It's the Houston Texans at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Houston Texans needing this win in order to stay on top of the AFC South, beating the Tennessee Titans last week to gain that 1-game lead. But with 2 games left, 1 game against Houston, this is an important game, or against Tennessee, this is an important game for Houston. Favored by 3 points against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have done recently. They absolutely destroyed the Lions last week. Jameis Winston's looking really good. He's on fire. But these Texans know this is a must-win situation, right? They really want to win this one, because if they win, it gives them a leg up again on the AFC South going into that final Week 17 matchup. So they win. Also opens up some wild card scenarios where they at least get a playoff spot as well. So give me the Texans to win this game on the road. Give me the Texans to cover a 3-point spread. Next on the list, we have the LA Rams going into San Fran to play the San Francisco 49ers. San Fran, a 6.5-point favorite. Guys, I think the San Francisco 49ers are a little embarrassed, a little mad about the loss last week to the Atlanta Falcons on the final seconds of that game. So give me San Fran at home to win this game. The Rams coming off a disappointing loss to the Dallas Cowboys last week. Give me the San Francisco 49ers to win this game. Give me the San Francisco 49ers to cover a 6.5-point spread. Going to the Jacksonville Jaguars at Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are 7-point favorites in this game. I like what the Falcons have been doing lately. Again, that upset win over the San Francisco 49ers. Give me Atlanta to win this game at home, and give me Atlanta to cover a 7-point spread. Then you go on to Tennessee, where again, we talked about the Houston Texans earlier. The Tennessee Titans in the same boat. Need to keep winning to stay close to the Tennessee Titans going into their matchup next week. If the Texans win and the Titans lose, I believe that means that would wrap up the division for the Houston Texans. So Tennessee will know what they need to do going into this game. It is at home, but you're playing a tough Drew Brees, New Orleans Saints team. Drew Brees just setting the career record for TD passes in a career. Went 29 for 30 on Monday Night Football. Unreal. I think he's really hot right now. I think the Saints will win this game and give me the Saints to cover a 3-point spread. Then you go to Washington. We have the Washington Redskins at home to play the New York, New Jersey Giants. The Giants coming off a win over Miami, I believe it was, last week. The Redskins still just not looking good. The Redskins, however, favored in this game. The Washington Redskins are at home. Neither team has much to play for, so now it comes down to heart, right? It comes down to who wants it more. It comes down to who's playing for something. And I think it's going to be Saquon Barkley showing up in this game. Saquon Barkley, again, got over 1,000 all-purpose yards for the second time in his short 2-year career. He's going to have something to prove. Give me the Giants to win this game. That means give me the Giants to cover, to beat a 2.5-point spread. Going to New Jersey, where the other New Jersey team, the New Jersey Jets, play the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers coming off that loss to the Bills on Sunday night. The Steelers still need this win. Still looking at that 8th overall, or the 6th wildcard spot, sitting at 8-6. So if they keep winning, if they win out, they have that wildcard spot still locked up. So I expect them to come out. They're 3-point favorites in this one. I expect them to come out and win this game. The Jets, a little extra rest though, right? So they're more rested, ready to go. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull off an upset here. But give me the Steelers to win this game. Give me the Steelers to cover the spread. Cincinnati at Miami. I don't like either of these teams here. Miami's a 1-point favorite. Give me the home team. Give me the Dolphins. That means give me the Dolphins to cover the spread. Again, Miami disappointed me last week. I picked them to beat the Giants. Didn't pull through. But the 1-13 now, 1-13 Cincinnati Bengals just are not looking good at all. We thought at the beginning of the season this might be a game that decides the number 1 overall draft pick. Looks like Cincy has that locked up, so it might not decide that, but give me the Dolphins to win this game at home, and give me the Dolphins to cover a 1-point spread. Moving on to Indianapolis, where the Carolina Panthers will play the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are 6.5-point favorites. I have no faith in the Colts to cover a spread. Now, the Colts are at home. Jacoby Brissett might have T.Y. Hilton back for the end of the season, but why rush him back, right? So I'm not sure if he's going to be back. They come off an embarrassing loss on Monday night. Might have a little something to prove. Give me the Colts to win this game, but give me the Panthers. Again, I just don't trust the Colts to cover any spreads at this point. So give me the Panthers to cover a 6.5-point spread. Carolina has been getting embarrassed a lot lately. I think they finally show up a little bit. They lose the game, but cover that spread. Then we go to the Ravens versus the Cleveland Browns. The Browns, remember, beat the Ravens the first time these two teams played. This time in Cleveland, the Browns 10-point underdogs. The Browns just losing to Arizona. And as I said last week, that might be the straw that breaks the camel's back for Freddie Kitchens as far as staying as a head coach next season for Cleveland. Baltimore, we know they clinched the AFC North last week, right? But now they're looking to clinch that number 1 overall seed. They do that with a win here. They got the extra rest from playing last Thursday night. Give me the Baltimore Ravens to cover a 10-point spread. Give me the Ravens to win this game. So then we go to the last of the early games. This one's on Saturday. I purposely held off on this game because I know you guys are interested. Joe, who do you got? Give me the New England Patriots, Buffalo Bills game. Patriots at home. If the Bills win, they still stay alive for that AFC East crown. If the Patriots win, they clinch another division. The Patriots currently 6.5-point favorites in this one. I haven't done it this season. I'm not going to do it now. I'm not picking against our Buffalo Bills. Give me the Bills in the upset. Give me the Bills to beat the spread. The Bills coming off an impressive win against a good team. Now they know they can beat good teams, right? We talked about that Baltimore Ravens game where it seemed like it clicked midway through the second quarter that, hey, we can beat this team. But the Ravens are still a good team, able to hold them off. Now that they know they can beat good teams, now they have beat good teams, expect them to go into New England with a chip on their shoulder, only 1 Pro Bowler, and I think that's going to help out in this game. Expect them to play angry. Remember, one of Tom Brady's worst games of the season was that game in Buffalo Week 4. The Bills have done nothing but gotten better since then. The Patriots offense still struggling. Still struggling even against Cincinnati last week. Give me the Bills to win this game in an upset. That means give me the Bills to beat this spread. Moving on to the 4 o'clock games, you got the Detroit Lions at the Denver Broncos. I like the Broncos in this game, but same thing with the Indianapolis Colts, a 6.5-point favorite in this one. I think that's too many points. I know that Detroit has a third-string quarterback in there, but Denver has done nothing to prove to me that they can really cover a 6.5-point spread. I know they beat Houston 2 weeks ago in what everyone considers necessarily a major upset, and I know that lock is looking decent at times this season, but give me the Lions to cover a 6.5-point spread. Give me the Broncos to win this game. Don't get it wrong, but give me the Lions to cover a 6.5-point spread. Then go on to LA, where the Oakland Raiders, coming off a very disappointing loss the last game in Oakland. Excuse me, guys. The last game in Oakland, they let the Jaguars come back and win that game in the final seconds, so the Oakland fans go away unhappy. They go to L.A., where the L.A. Chargers are at home, but we know when the Chargers are at home, that means that there's a lot of the other fan base in the building, and I expect the same thing here with the Oakland Raiders. Not being that far away from L.A., expect the Raiders faithful to show up strong in this one. The Chargers are 5.5-point favorites. Give me the Oakland Raiders to win this game, and that means give me the Oakland Raiders to beat a 5.5-point spread. They move on to the game that might decide the NFC East. The Dallas Cowboys going to Philadelphia, going to Lincoln Financial Field, and playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Both these teams tied at 7-7 going into this game. If the Cowboys win this game, that means they clinch the NFC East. If the Eagles win this game and then win the following week against the Giants or Redskins, I don't know who they play next week, but I know it's a divisional matchup, then they will win the division. The Eagles are 2.5-point underdogs. Guys, I don't know if you've ever been to Lincoln Financial Field for a game. Man, the Eagles fans are faithful. The Eagles fans are going to show out. Dallas beat the Eagles earlier this season in Dallas. I expect the Eagles to return the favor. Give me the Eagles to upset the Cowboys here. Give me the Eagles to win this game, and that means give me the Eagles to cover a 2.5-point spread. Moving on, we got the Arizona Cardinals at Seattle Seahawks. Seattle a 9.5-point favorite. You know how much I like Arizona covering spreads. Give me Arizona to cover a 9.5-point spread here. But Seattle's still fighting for that #1 overall seed in the NFC. I'm going to tell you now that the Seattle Seahawks are going to win this game, but I think Arizona can keep this one close. Big win against Cleveland last week. Get their confidence up. Give them a chance to win this one, maybe even a one-possession game. Give me the Seahawks to win this one outright. Then go on to Sunday Night Football, where the Kansas City Chiefs go up against the Chicago Bears. The Bears ended their chances of making the playoffs last week with a loss to the Green Bay Packers. The Chiefs still looking to capitalize on the New England Patriots if the New England Patriots lose. And remember, Kansas City will know if they lost to Buffalo by now because they play on Saturday. And remember, guys, if you don't already know, that game on Saturday between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots, we'll be covering it right here on Believers Talk. So if you don't have NFL Network or you want to get involved in the conversation with Bills Mafia, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and join us Saturday for live play-by-play reaction to that game between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. But they know that by Sunday night, if the Patriots lost on Saturday, they have a chance to jump them. And so the Kansas City Chiefs will come in wanting to do that. The Kansas City Chiefs still haven't locked up that 3 seed if that's where they end up being. So they want to come out of here with the win. Give me the Chiefs to win this game. But 5-point spread, I think this Bears team still has something to prove. I think this Bears team is still pretty good. Give me the Bears to cover the spread, but give me the Chiefs to win this game. Then you move on to Minnesota for what should be a fun Monday night game. You haven't said that too much this season, but yeah, the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings, and it's just this simple, guys. I still fall for every time. I trust Aaron Rodgers more than I trust Kirk Cousins, especially when you're talking primetime records. I like Aaron Rodgers more than Kirk Cousins. Has Kirk Cousins played better than Aaron Rodgers this season? Yes, he has. I will not refute that in any way, shape, or form, but I am still falling for the trap. I won't be surprised if Minnesota wins this game, takes control of the NFC North, but give me the Packers to win this game. Give me the Packers to beat a 4.5-point spread. So those are my picks this week. I hope you guys enjoy them. Again, let me know who you think is going to win in the comment section, and let me know who you think is going to cover the spreads. Which games do you agree with? Do you agree with me that the Eagles are going to beat the Cowboys at home? Do you agree with me that the Packers are going to beat the Vikings on the road? A bunch of fun games this weekend, and it starts on Saturday with the game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans, and then we followed up at 4:30 with the game between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Again, guys, watch that game with us, Bills Mafia, right here on YouTube, or go over to Sportscaster, link in the description below. You can follow us there as well. Should be a great time, so join us. I look forward to seeing you all then. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.